Hey guys, it's Amy with Stampin' Up. This is take number 57,100. I'm new to this recording crap and it's starting to get really irritating. So I'm hoping that we have audio, we have good camera, we have everything that you need, good lighting so that you can see what we're doing here today. I'm going to show you AliExpress stamps compared to Stampin' Up stamps. I know a lot of my customers say, ooh, we need to buy the Alibaba, they're so much cheaper. Well, is cheaper better or is it not better? What's the difference? So I called Stampin' Up itself and I asked them, with compliance, would it be a problem for me to compare? Because I bought them. I already have the Stampin' Up stamps, but I wanted to know too. I wanted to know, is it better for us to be able to have the AliExpress stamps? They are extremely cheap. I mean, I think I got the set for something like $9, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. I don't really remember. It takes about 60 days to get them in, so it does take forever to get them to you. But here we go. We're going to check it out and see what we think. All right, now we're back here to the screen where you can see everything. This is the AliExpress stamps. This is what you get, and you can see how they look. And this is what we get with Stampin' Up, which mine are really loved. And they do stain, unlike Alibaba's. Alibaba's doesn't stain as much, as you can see. But, hey, that's one small price that Stampin' Up is not is good at. But, that's what you get. So that you can see that the sentiments are all the same. We have exactly the same sentiments. These are just a little bit smaller. I have stamped them separately. This is the stamped images with Alibaba. And they are kind of iffy as to whether they're good. They pick up ink really well in some spots and not in others. Could be that they just need to be used a little more. I found that these two did really well. Now here's the Stampin' Up stamps. I was a little heavy-handed with my ink, and I also used it on a, this is that sparkle paper that we have. So it was heavy there, but comparatively I think my wording came out much better and a little bit smoother in the colors that you see on the actual paper. So we're going to actually do a card together on both of them, and we're going to let you see. Actually, the card we're going to do is, let's see, let me get both the same color. This is the AliExpress, this is the Stampin' Up card. So we're going to do them in blues today. We're going to do Palmy Blue, but this is the card we're going to do. And I'm going to let you watch me do both of them so you can see whether you like the dies or not. Now, the Alibaba stamps and dies, their dies came to me like this. You see how there's a bunch of these lines and things in here? That's holding it together. So like if I wanted this flower, I'd have to break it off here and then break this other flower out of here, because that's how they come to you. And then you have sharp, and then I can't even get this piece out because it's kind of hard, and I'm gonna hurt myself if I do, but that's what goes over this one here. So, but they're really kind of flimpy and flimsy, and you're supposed to be able to cut these out yourself. So I'm not so thrilled with that idea. Let's just do a comparison with the this is the big famous die that everybody uses. This is the AliExpress. This is the Stampin' Up. Stampin' Ups have the smooth edge here, so you can actually put it on your cardstock and see how to make it straight. AliExpress doesn't have that, and it's almost, let's see, this is about 1 inch wide. This one is about 1.25 inches wider, or about 1/4 inch wider, and this is 4.5 width, and this one is not even 4 wide, and that's going all the way here, and this part doesn't really cut. Yes, it does cut, but it just doesn't cut all that well. You'll see what I mean by when we go to cut these, and you see these, a couple of these that I cut out didn't even cut these here out. I had to like poke them through and force them to cut. So I didn't have that much trouble with these, with the Stampin' Up ones, as I did the Alibaba's. Also, I have a hostess code here. This is the hostess code GCNAT69Y. If you want to purchase anything from me, I will have all of the description and card and everything on the blog page, which will have a link below this. If you want to go to my website and order anything, stampinwithaheart.com. And let's get to making this card, okay? So give me a second to get my Big Shot. We're going to use the Big Shot. Stampin' Up is discontinuing the Big Shot. Breaking my heart here. This is one of my favorite pieces of equipment that we carry. And they're going to get rid of it. So I'm not a happy camper. But, you know, I will too survive. I'm going to start with a piece of 3 3/4 by 5 cardstock. And I'm going to go ahead and do the AliExpress. We're going to use this die first. Now this die here, this section cuts completely off. This side stays attached. So what I'm going to do is just come here and make it go to the edges. And I'm just going to cut it just like that. I could probably cut both of them at the same time, but I wanted you to have time to sit here and see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to go through this twice with the AliExpress so you can see how well it comes out or does not. Alright, so I went through it twice. It seems okay. It looks good, but let's see. The proof is in the... Let me pull my trash can bag up out here. And I'm sorry if I sound a little rough. I still am carrying that North Carolina crud around that I got while I was visiting my grandkids for my wedding anniversary. We celebrated 20 years this year. Woohoo! Never thought that would happen. But, you know, hey, here we are. Okay, that came out. Now, see, notice it didn't poke everything out. So I'm going to have to get my poker here. And I'm going to have to force things out. Like I said, this one didn't cut all the way. It looked like it did, but it did not. So we're going to have to pull that out. And let's see. Spend a lot of time getting all these little pieces out because it didn't. There's something in here stuck. Okay. Again, this was only going through it twice. So this was the one I keep having all the trouble with. I've made several of these cards with this particular die. And this particular piece right here doesn't want to cut at all. At all. So I'm going to have to rig it and force it. And it's going to look kind of crappy. But there we go. One more little piece. Okay, I think I have everything out of here. Nope, we got a few little stragglers here. Alright, I think I have everything out. It's supposed to be out for the AliExpress one. Just sit that to the side. I'm going to throw this away. And let's cut out the Stampin' Up piece. And this is going to be the Stampin' Up die. I'm going to put it right here. And notice it's bigger, it's wider. So we can go further down with this one. And let's run it through. And oh, and by the way, I am using my Big Shot with the magnetic plate, base plate. And I'm also using the precision base plate with this. Now I'm going to go through twice, just like I did with the AliExpress, just so we can say everything was the same. And let's see what we get. This comes right off like butter. I'm going to go ahead and do this again, so I can get most of those little pieces out. Most of them should be out. And we have a few little stragglers, but they're all coming out. They just need to be see this one that was stuck on the other one? Oh, just there we go. Just a little bit. They're all poked through. They're all cut, completely cut anyway. There we go. Everybody is out. Yeah, everybody is out. Alright, put this one to the side. Throw that away. Now we're going to take our blue. This is part of our blue background. I'm going to do both of these at the same time so you can see this. Okay, I'm going to move this over. And let's see, here's the AliExpress corner piece. I gotta get the stuff that's stuck in here out. Just a few more. Thought I had it all out, but you know, it's how it works. Okay, we're going to put this right here in the corner, just to give it a cute little, I don't know what they call that, just some definition and some pretty, make it look nice. I'm going to put this one right here in the corner. So Stampin' Up AliExpress. And we're going to run this through. I'm only going to run this through once, because this is just a teeny tiny poke. So it shouldn't take much effort for it to go through. So let's pull these off. And the AliExpress didn't poke them all out. I have to poke them out. Alright, those are out and not all the way. See, it keeps poking that one back in there. See, it's just not going through. Come on, there we go. Alright. Put that one over here. And let's pull the Stampin' Up one off. The Stampin' Up one gave me a little indentation of the corner, but that could be because I used the precision base plate, which has that hard surface behind it. Alright, here we go. Now I'm going to move the Big Shot. Oh, and I did want to show you here. This is a Stampin' Up one that I cut out. And I'm going to show you how the AliExpress cut everything else out. This is everything I tried to cut at one time. And nothing, I mean nothing was completely cut. This was literally running both of these through one pass. Nothing cut out. It ripped this particular flower completely. So I'm no words. No words with that. Alright, now we're ready to stamp this one. This is the AliExpress. So we're going to use the Stamparatus for this. Get that bad boy out. Let's see. We're going to go this way. There we go. And we're going to put this down. I'm going to go right here. Get my magnets out of the back. Because, you know, got to have them magnets. I love this tool. This tool is like the best thing on the planet since sliced bread. But what you don't do is let them hit each other. See, mine already broke. So don't let them hit each other. Okay. So I'm going to stamp this. Because it's so small, I could stamp the whole thing here. But because the other one's big, I want to stamp them so that they're both relatively the same. So I'm going to stamp right here, just a little off. And I'm going to do this in Balmy Blue. Now the AliExpress stamps, once you stamp them and you use them and you wash them off, just like you would a Stampin' Up stamp, the polymers, they're not very sticky anymore. They don't hold on. This is okay with the bricks, but it's really flimsy. I could take it off really easily. That's not what we're looking for. You know, I want it to stay there, especially if I'm going to do this card multiple times with this particular set, because it's going to stay and need to stay for several different cards, and it has to stay in one spot, the same spot, because the next piece actually is, you know, it has to be, you're going to put this piece down here, and the next piece you're going to have here, and you're going to move it over, and if it's not the same and it doesn't stick, well then, you know, what's the point? Okay, there's our Balmy Blue. I went a little heavy with the Balmy Blue, but, you know, I think it's just because mine's uber juicy right now. And then we'll move this. Nope, can't move it out of the way yet. Ha ha. Psych. Gotta put those leaves around there. So let's put the leaves. Let's get these leaves out. And we're gonna put the leaves around this. See if I can figure out which way this one goes. It's a little different than the Stampin' Up ones. Okay, here we go. It's gonna go around there. Just like that. Okay. Make sure I got it still. There we go. And we're going to use the soft seam foam for this. Have it come down. And there we go. It is all stamped up. And I'm going to leave it to the side over here. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the Stampin' Up stamps with the same colors. We're just going to move these. I want to show you this too. These stamps. This is theirs, and notice there's no, the center is all polymer. Our centers aren't polymer, but look how thick. Ours actually holds shape. Theirs don't. So I just thought it was interesting. Okay, now let's go with this one. I'm going to put this right here. actually going to try to be a little lighter on my ink. There we go. Okay. Again, Balmy Blue. Now, Stampin' Up! Tends to pick up their own ink rather quickly. Those other ones didn't really seem to grab ink very well. And I can see there's lots of ink, and it's really splotchy, so. But I don't know if you can see that. There's little dots. It just means mine is really inked, so I'm not going to leave it on there very long. There we go. And now let that go. Now we're going to put the flowers on here. And it goes like this. Now if you were going to do this multiple times, you would put this down and get it stuck on the other side of your plate, and you could leave it there and make as many of these as you wanted. Okay, I think this is going to be good. But the nice thing about Stampin' Ups is because they have that little bitty stick, I can sit here and press these down where I want them to be, and they're going to stay there on the paper until I pick it up like this. See, they're picking up the paper just slightly, but that gives you a good place, where the other ones, they didn't stay at all. I mean, you couldn't adjust it and figure it very well. Alright, we're going to do a little more ink here with, again, the seafoam grain, or well, soft seafoam. Alright. And there's our leaves. Okay, I can move this to the side now. I could actually move the whole Stamparatus to the side, because we don't need this now. Alright, so this is Stampin' Up, so let me get the sentiment. I'm going to use the You Are Loved. Or, no, that's not it. Where's You Are Loved? Here we go. You Are Loved. I'm going to just use a block here. And now see, Stampin' Up, if I just set it in there, it's going to get enough ink. See? You are loved. Enough, perfectly enough ink. I just have to watch in my house because I have lots of critters. And as you can see, like right here, I have a piece of Eleanor here, which is my Maine Coon cat. We're going to leave that there. And here's the You Are Loved from the AliExpress stamps. This on here. I'm going to stick this there, and I'm going to stamp it here. Do you see the difference? I don't know if you can see the difference. It's a little fuzzy. That's not. Okay. Here's the other one. This is the one I need to write on. You Are Loved. There you go. See? Compare. Just you would see it's hazy and bright in other spots. It's picking up the ink incorrectly. Okay, let's see. I'm just trying to make sure I have the right piece. Okay, this is the AliExpress one. So this goes there. And here's my Stampin' Up one. Here we go. Goes there. Okay, now all we have to do is adhere these together, and we'll be able to make the card. Yeah, and you know, Stampin' Up, I'm so upset about the trimmer. So they're gonna, you can order 3 trimmers right now at a time. 3 batches of blades, sorry. And, okay, so you can order your blades, but on August or April 15th, you're gonna be able to order 6 blade sets at a time. So, you know what? If you want blades and you have a Stampin' Up trimmer, you best put your order in ASAP, because when they're gone, they're going to be gone. And I know since they haven't put anything out yet to match for us, we're going to try, as demonstrators, we're going to probably try to get what we can so that we'll have something until the new product comes out. And I know it doesn't sound right and it doesn't seem right, but I understand why they did it. They're having problems with the manufacturer getting the product made the way they want it and being of good quality and working for longer than it is. I mean, right now, these are not working for very long, so I don't blame them. You don't want to put out a non-quality product for someone to be paying $6 for 2 blade sets and them not even lasting you very long. I mean, us demonstrators, we use a lot of cardstock cutting, and if they're not lasting, what would be the point? I mean, I can see where they haven't been lasting as long as they used to, but I haven't really had that much trouble. I have had a few of my demonstrator friends have had uber trouble with their blades not working, cutting fuzzy edges, and you just don't want to sell cards like that, nor do you want to show them to people and I'm going, yeah, okay, I could do better than that. So, I get their reasoning. It still doesn't mean I have to like it. And hopefully the new stuff will be much, much better for us. Alright, and as you see, I'm layering these up so that I have a layer of white around this. Now that I've got this one down, I'm going to take a piece of balmy blue. This ribbon that I'm using was in the Occasions catalog and sold like hotcakes. And I put a strip of tape runner down. I put the ribbon down. I run my adhesive on the back. And they got rid of our little tape runners a while back, so I switched to the Scott's tape glider, and I really enjoy it. I like it. The tape that I purchased holds onto it really, really well. Alright, so now we're going to stick this one right down here in the middle. And then we have some glue dots. And we're just going to stick a couple of glue dots on here. And we're going to stick this right here. Well, maybe. I don't know where my glue dots went, but they didn't stay on there. Here they are. Right on the paper. Alright, and these will go right like that. So one's done. This is the AliExpress. Now let me get this one all finished up. Almost there. And let me tell you a little bit about my virtual heart program. If you purchase $25 worth of product, keep tabs on it, and once you purchase and get 20 hearts, you will get a free $25 purchase will give you a heart, and after you get 20 hearts, you get a free product from the catalog of a $30 value. Any product in the catalog, just up to a $30 value. And you get it for free. I would go ahead then and ship it to you and pay for it for you. Alright, now if you notice the way I'm doing my ribbon here, I just run that sheet, little sticky adhesive line. I run my ribbon on top, and I just fold these over so it looks like it's all the way around, and I'm not really using that much ribbon. Save me some ribbon because, you know, I love my ribbon. I'm seriously a ribbon freak. So much so that I have 2 drawers full of it, which is going to be really hard when I move into the tiny house. I'm going to have to get rid of some ribbon. Not looking forward to that. Alright, we need some more glue dots here. Make sure we get both sets, and then we just kind of stick this on here. There you go. Okay. This is the Stampin' Up, and this one's the AliExpress. There you go. There's the 2 stamp sets differently. Now, that is entirely up to you what you think. I think for quality of your stamps, and let's see, which one do we have here? You are loved. Let's go with a different one because it'll be a little bigger for you to see. This is the stamp that says, wishing you a lovely day. We'll move them over. This is Stampin' Up. This is the Alibaba Express. Here you go. You see how heavy that is and how thick. Can you see that? How much difference there is. It's just, I can squish these flat. These, not so much. I mean, they hold their shape. They're a little sticky. They're holding on. This one, no, it's not going to hold on to me at all. So, you know, I like Stampin' Up's much better. That is my opinion. You are entitled to your own opinion. I just hope that it is everything you expect it to be. Again, thank you for stopping by and visiting with me today. And I hope you now are an informed customer and you can purchase something and it will be everything you want it to be. Thanks so much for stopping by. Have a great day.